Hey there, Brian, aka One Eye Biney. Wouldn't it be cool if we could give a verbal command to our phone, like maybe say, record me, and our phone would start to record automatically, and then we could do, a magic tap, two finger double tap right on the screen, and it would stop recording. Wouldn't that be cool? Well, get ready, buckaroos. That's what we're going to do in today's demo. So, to do so, we're going to take advantage of two features. One has been around for a little while, and the second just came out with iOS 18 earlier this week. It's the middle of September 2024, and so we'll be using iOS 18 for this particular little demo. So, part one is going to be to create a shortcut, and what that does is that will allow us to run a particular action no matter what our phone is doing. In today's example, the action that we want to run is we want the Voice Memos app to start recording. We're using the Voice Memos app because they've redesigned it, done some really cool things to it, and I think it's going to be a tool that we recommend people really start using a lot more than they used to. It has a transcription feature. We can rename files and move them around and do a lot of cool things that we did not used to be able to do. Okay, so the shortcut part again is we're going to activate the record option in Voice Memos. The second part will be to come up with the verbal shortcut so that we can activate the regular shortcut. So let's dive right in. We're going to jump into the shortcut app. Open Shortcuts.
Shortcuts, tab bar, automation, tab, 2 of 3.
So the first thing that we need to do is to make sure that we are on the correct tab. I'm going to go down here to the bottom left.
Tab bar, selected, shortcuts, tab, 1 of 3.
And that is the correct tab. Now, typically, when I open the Shortcuts app, it will go to the area where I have created some shortcuts. There's a chance that you may not go there. There's a chance you may start off at the top level page. I'm going to show you how to make sure that we're in the right spot. So if I go up here to the top left.
Hey GP, 1 action, search field, all shortcuts, heading.
It'll say all shortcuts heading. That's how I know I'm in the right spot. If I'm not here, the chances are that I'm on the previous page. So let's navigate back real quick.
Create shortcut, select, button, shortcuts, back button. Shortcuts, back button, edit, button.
This puts us on the main page, and if I swipe to the right from the top.
Add new folder, button. Shortcuts, heading. Sidebar, all shortcuts, button.
That's where we're trying to get to, the all shortcuts. So I'm going to double tap there.
Hey GP, 1 action, button.
That is a shortcut that I have created. So I don't want to mess with that one. What I'd like to do is create a new shortcut. So from this spot, I need to navigate backwards. So flicking to the left.
Dictate, button. Search field. All shortcuts, heading. Create shortcut, button.
That's the one we want.
Shortcuts, back button.
Okay, so now we're in an area where we are going to create the shortcut. What we need to do is we need to find the action that we're trying to create. This action is going to be located in the Voice Memos app. It is already there. We don't have to define this action or anything like that. It is built in to the iPhone. So we need to find the Voice Memos section. I'm going to navigate to the bottom of the screen.
Watch.
From there, I'm going to navigate backwards.
Wallet. Voice Memos.
And there's Voice Memos. I can double tap and open Voice Memos.
Text field. Actions available.
And then flicking to the right from there.
Button, possibly, close. Cancel, button. Search in Voice Memos. More info, button. Folders. Create folder. More info, button. Delete folders. More info, button. Open folder. More info, button. Recordings. Create recording.
That is the action that we want. Create recording. So I'm going to double tap on that.
Button.
Essentially, we have created our shortcut. I'm going to go up to the top of the page and we'll navigate through and double check.
Create recording. Show options menu. Button. Pop-up button. Create recording. Name. Remove action from shortcut. Button. Show options menu. Button. Pop-up. Done. Button.
And I can go to done.
Done. Shortcuts. Back button.
So that has navigated us up to the top of the page. I'm going to start swiping to the right and get to the section where our shortcuts are located.
Select. Button. Create shortcut. Button. All shortcuts. Heading. Search. Search field. Dictate. Button. Create recording. One action. Button.
There's our create recording shortcut. So now at this point, we need to go to part 2, which is to create the verbal shortcut. That's where we're going to give it a verbal command so that we can tell our phone to start making a recording in the Voice Memos app. So navigating over to accessibility settings, open accessibility settings.
Accessibility. Heading.
And I'm just going to navigate by headings and try and get to the speech heading.
Accessibility. Heading. Vision. Heading. Physical and motor. Heading. Hearing. Heading. Accessories. Heading. Speech. Heading.
And now flicking to the right.
Live speech. Off. Button. Personal voice. Button. Vocal shortcuts. On. Button.
And you can tell that I have turned these on. Typically by default, that is set to off. So double tapping to open that page.
Vocal shortcuts. Switch button. On.
There's the switch for it. Now I'm going to just flick to the right and go down the page.
Actions. Heading. Hey GP. Hey GP.
So there's a verbal shortcut that I've set up before for using GPT.
Add action. Button.
And right now we are going to add an action.
Cancel. Button. Set up vocal shortcuts. Heading.
All right, I'm navigating by flicking to the right.
You'll choose an action and record a phrase in order to teach your iPhone to recognize your voice. Continue. Button. Siri. Heading.
Okay, so now we've popped open to a page where we can locate the shortcut that we just created. So I'm going to start flicking to the right.
Siri request. Button. Shortcuts. Heading.
Now we're getting into the shortcuts that I've created.
Call volunteer. Button. Create recording. Button.
There's the action that we just did, so we're going to double tap on that.
Create custom phrase. Text field is editing. Enter command name. Insertion point at start.
Okay, I'm not going to explore this page because the focus has dropped us right into the text field. And at this point, we have to put in the phrase that we would like to say out loud. And I'm just going to use the same name that I used for the action, record me. That's what I want to say to my phone when I want it to start recording. So I'm just going to dictate here. Record me.
Inserted record me.
I can go down here to the bottom right corner.
Go.
Activate the go button.
Go. Back button. Cancel button. Say record me again. Heading.
Record me. Record me. Record me.
Action is ready. Heading.
Okay, so what happened there was I had to say the phrase 3 times. I did not want to talk during that because I didn't want to pick up any of those extra words. But as soon as you tell it the phrase that you want, it'll go to the next page. Like as soon as we hit that go button, it jumped to the next page, and immediately I was to say the phrase 3 straight times. You don't want to say anything else because that will become the phrase. So again, as soon as you hit that go button, be prepared to say the phrase 3 times. Now that we've done that, I can explore the page a little bit. So I'm going to go up here to the top left.
Action is ready. Heading.
And it has told us the action is ready.
iPhone will listen for record me and perform action. Create recording. Continue. Button.
And I can now continue.
Back button.
At this point, the action should be ready. So let's test it out. Record me.
Create recording. Record me. Settings. Back button.
Hey, this is just a little recording. I'm going to stop using the magic tap.
I don't think it.
Okay, now that we've done our first test recording, let's go find it. So I'm going to open Voice Memos. Open Voice Memos.
Record button.
The focus jumps right down there to record. By the way, anytime that you have the Voice Memos app open, you can start and stop recordings using the magic tap, the 2-finger double tap. I'm going to try and find the recording that we did earlier.
New recording 3. Text field.
There it is. So if I flick to the right,
10:42 a.m. More actions button. Track position 0 seconds of 10 seconds. Adjust. Edit recording button. Rewind 15. Play button.
hey, this is just a little recording. I'm going to stop using the magic tap.
Play button.
And there we go. Voice recordings done by just talking to our phone. Hope you enjoy. Have a great day.